Coming up next on Adventurer, Indy 500 veteran Sarah Fisher chats about Danica Patrick's historic win and the reunification of the Indy Racing League and Champ Car. Don't go away. Clash, James Clash. Welcome to Adventurer, the show with guests who truly push their lives to the limits. No talking heads here like some other shows, just the real deals. I'm your host, Jim Clash. If you asked racing fans which woman holds the fastest lap qualifying for the Indianapolis 500, they might tell you Danica Patrick, recent Motegi race winner. Not so. The owner of the enviable Indy record with an average lap north of 229 miles an hour is Sarah Fisher, our guest today, and we are very excited to have her here. Welcome, Sarah. It's such an honor to have you on.
Thank you.
You happen to hold the record still at Indy for the fastest qualifying laps, like 229 plus average 4 laps. That is unbelievable. Tell us what's that like going into a corner at 200, whatever, 30 miles an hour.
We can't do it with heels on. But you know, it's very intense. As a child at 5 years old, I was running 50 miles an hour, so it's very relative to me. It's like taking off in a plane, that first initial feeling of, you know, load on your body all the time. And it's a very intense, very focused environment you have to be in.
You know, you're very timely now because recently Danica Patrick won the first Indy style race for a woman. It's been many, many years since Janet Guthrie started doing this in the 60s. I have to ask you, what were your feelings when she won? You must have had mixed feelings.
They were mixed, you know, and but I'm a very big picture person, and what she did is truly an example of what can be done when you're given the right tools and the right people, the right race strategists. And it's going to be great for all women in racing because it is very big picture, and what she accomplished certainly is going to grow the sport in the eyes of women and men all around. And that's what we're doing at Sarah Fisher Racing. We're very focused on putting the right sponsorship in place so that ultimately we can run the full year. We can, you know, get the ball rolling, put the right people in place that we all believe in, and make it happen for us.
Now, for 12 years, the Indy Racing League and CART had been feuding, or Champ Car, I guess it was most recently called, and now finally they've decided to get back together. This is going to be a pivotal year for the Indy 500. There are going to be a lot of drivers in there. It's going to be more competitive. How do you feel about the reunification? You must be excited, but there's going to be a lot of competition, right? You're going to be at Indy. It's
great. You know, this year, as my first year as a team owner and driver, you know, there's a lot of excitement around our team and what we're doing. And to have a bump day that's going to be full of cars. We were trying to register our motorhome the other day at the Speedway, and it's full. It's completely full because there's so many drivers coming to compete, and that's a very positive thing for the IndyCar series going forward. It's a very big picture, and I think bump day is going to be very entertaining. Unlike years before, this is how open wheel racing should be. We have the best open wheel drivers in the country, in the world here racing all together. So truly, to win in this series means a lot to any driver. And you know, just to go to NASCAR, because NASCAR, it seems to me they've done an amazing job of marketing and taken full advantage of the split of the Indy Racing League and Champ Car. Are you going to be able to make some inroads into the NASCAR fan base? The number one job that we have to remember to do this year is to make it entertaining for our fans. We have to make it easily accessible for our fans, but we also have to explain it to them in layman's terms, and we have to be able to, you know, make it easy for our fans to follow, while at the same time providing the most exciting entertainment opportunity. Now, I know that as a team car owner and driver and all that, you've got to wear a lot of hats. You're not just the driver. I mean, maybe that's 15% of your time, but you've got to be out there raising sponsorship money. You've got to be putting a team together. You've got to do all the political things with the IRL, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, how does that differ from just being a driver? Well, because my family is in charge of my team, we're keeping it all in the family. Okay. You know, it makes it very easy to leave the shop. You know, I've surrounded myself with some very good people, and people that have broad shoulders that can do more than one thing, which is required in the sport of racing. And for that, it's made it very simple for me to divide my time. Now, I hear that you're going to take me out in Manhattan in a two-seat Indy car, and we're going to go out on the street on Fifth Avenue, and I'm quite excited about that.
Is that a street legal thing? How are you going to pull this off?
The car I'm driving you in today is street legal. I have been pulled over once in it, so hopefully something exciting will happen. And we'll have lots of stories to tell, but your experience will be from everybody looking and saying, oh my gosh, what is that Indy car doing in the streets of New York? So it'll be fun.
Thank you so much. It's a real honor to have you on. We'll be rooting for you in the Indy 500, okay?
Great, thank you. We'll need it.
Again, Indy racing star Sarah Fisher. I'm Forbes Adventurer Jim Clash. To read my column, pick up Forbes magazine or click on Forbes.com/adventurer. And thanks for watching the Forbes.com Video Network. Clash, James Clash.